Hey guys, I'm just going to make a really short video here. I finally got back stuff from CGC, CBCS. I've been talking about it in other videos, waiting on everything to return, and just gathered a little bit of stuff up. I cannot find a spot in my house that has decent lighting or setup for this camera thing. So forgive me for what I consider poor quality of it. Anyway, I was going to show off this little pile of stuff first that didn't come back in this batch, but this Iron Man I was waiting for a while. I traded a New Mutants 98 in a 9.6 grade for this, and then submitted it to CGC, and this came back a 6. I'm happy with that trade. I never find this book, so first Thanos and Drax and a bunch of Guardians-y type peoples. This I was just going to show. This I just bought at a convention a while ago, but then I got another one, got it graded. This is a CBCS grading. Came back a 5 with a little check mark, which I think it means it's prettier than a 5. This one's a 3.5 from CGC. Unfortunately, when they decided to pack it, they bent this little piece of the book right there. So, I mean, kind of a bummer as far as presentation goes. And I'm always debating what company grades harsher, and it seems to fluctuate back and forth between the two of them. I notice things on both, where one seems to be a weaker grade on a stronger book, and vice versa. So here's a CGC Batgirl at a 4.5, and it's relatively clean. Here's a CBCS one at a 5, which to me has far more ticking than the one that's a 4.5. I do have a giant size X-Men from CGC and CBCS, and both of them are the same grade, except the CBCS one looks way better than the CGC one. So it seems to fluctuate. This here I just bought it graded like this. I just wanted it in my collection. It was on my list of things to accomplish by the end of the year, so I simply bit the bullet and bought it. Anyway, there's that. Then here's, in no particular order, stuff that came back from CGC and CBCS. I'm waiting on about 300 books total. I did get back about 60 of them. So there is a Daredevil 131. It's the first Bullseye. Spider-Gwen 1. It's the 1 in 100 variant. Adam Hughes cover. Star Wars 1, 9.8. Star Wars 1, 9.6. Another 9.6. First appearance of Mr. Sinister. It's X-Men 221. Got 2 of those. Alright, a book that I personally like all the time is X Factor 24, First Archangel. 194, 196. These are my, I think, 8th or 9th copies. This is the first time I got a 9.8 on this, and now I can finally be done submitting it. So, first Spider-Woman in Marvel Spotlight, 32. Giant size X-Men. This is from that video, if you remember, a while back, where I was showing the stuff I got in the storage unit. These are the 2 X-Men that I found in that pile of boxes. So one came back a 6.5, and one came back an 8.5. New Mutants 98, CBCS graded 9.4. There we go. Another one at a 9, another one at a 9.4. These two from CBCS, I actually traded for some Legos. So, like, not a bad trade. Get rid of some old Legos and get some comics. And this one's another one that I had up in a previous story, where this is a Hulk 377. It's a third print. It's actually rarer than the first and second prints. And I'll tell the story again quickly. I used to work at a comic store a long time ago for about a decade. I actually priced this exact book, put it in the back issue bins, and 20 years later I found it sitting in the bins still. It had the price sticker on it with my handwriting. It said third print right across the top. I bought it for $2 and submitted it and graded it. I mean, this book can go as high as a couple $100s. And I actually saved the bag where it says, it's got my sticker in the handwriting. I'm going to slide it in the back and keep it. I think it's just the story behind it. It's funny that it survived 20 years sitting in the back issue bins, even when comics became, as hot as they are, and people are looking for all kinds of rare variants and stuff, that this kind of was skipped for 20 years. Anyway, really happy to get that back. Just bought this off a dealer a while ago. It wasn't slabbed. I got it graded. First Poison Ivy. Came back 6. Submitted a couple of these because I thought, they had Thanos stories in them, and I thought these would come back high. I was hoping for 9.8s on them. I'm not really sure I care that they came back 9.6s, but they have a little Thanos backup story. Logan's Run 6. Alright, hold on. We gotta get into this box. Alright, there we go. So, some more Star Wars 1s. 9.6. Yeah, another 9.8. Another 9.8. Another 9.8. And another 9.8. I actually checked with CGC. I still have more coming back. Out of everything I submitted on the Star Wars, I got a total of 10 that were 9.8s, so that's not horrible by any means. Submitted these Miss Marvels. The Star Wars and the Miss Marvels are in that same storage unit. I keep calling it a storage unit. It really was a garage, then I moved it to a storage unit. These didn't come back super exciting. A 9, an 8.5, an 8.5. There's another Star Wars 9.2, another 9.6. Like I said, this stuff's all kind of out of order, so. Alright, hold on. What else we got? Alright. This Swamp Thing was from a different buy, but came back a 8.5, Swamp Thing 1. Mystery in Space 53. Just the beginning of the Adam Strange storyline arc. The Black Cat, this was from that one buy. The Crow, that was also from that buy. 9.6 was the highest I got back on Ms. Marvel. I still think I have a few more out there, so I'd like to get a 9.8 on one of those for myself. A 9.2. Sorry, there's no super exciting stories behind anything here. I'm just doing a quick share of stuff that, maybe you've seen earlier videos and were curious, like, what came back at what. So, way past the time when this book should have been back. Avengers 181, Scott Lang Ant-Man. Got some Avenging Spider-Man's back, which is the first appearance where Carol Danvers is called Captain Marvel, I guess. A couple of those. House of Secrets, first Swamp Thing is in this book. Tales of the Teen Titans, 44. First Nightwing. First Deathstroke. Star Wars 2. Strange Tales 180. First Gamora. 9.2 is the highest I've ever gotten back on this. And I've gotten a few of them at that, but this can't seem to break that barrier. Another Avengers 181. Alright, and the very tail end of this pile, a X-Men 266. First Gambit. First him, Adam Warlock. Or it says what, their third appearance of him, Adam Warlock, first appearance of some other people, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I had this book, I had it raw, but like you can see this, it's not a rip, it's actually chipping, but it is a big chipping up on the corner there. Other than that, this book is beautiful, but man, that thing just, bam, knocks it. First Black Adam. And that's it. That's all for my quick show and share. For the most part, I've kind of switched over to posting stuff on Instagram, but I did want to show this stuff off because there's such a massive amount of books that we're waiting to return. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.